You're a summoner? That's the weakest class in the world. The moment Lin Xiao awakened his class, everyone laughed at him. His rival called him trash. No team wanted him. No one believed he could clear a dungeon. Even a normal combat class was considered better than becoming a summoner. But they had no idea. Lin Xiao had awakened a unique S-tier talent. A talent so powerful that nobody else in the world could ever obtain it. Every single day, he gains a brand new S-rank talent. His first summon was just a tiny skeleton. Weak, pathetic, worthless. But after receiving an S-rank talent, it evolved into a terrifying Death Knight. A monster capable of slaughtering entire armies. Then his slime gained the power of endless evolution through devouring. His goblin became a master of legendary weapons. And that was only the beginning. While other people struggled to make one summon stronger, Lin Xiao gave countless S-rank talents to all of his summons. Every day they evolved. Every day they grew stronger. Every day they became more terrifying. Geniuses? Prodigies? Heroes? None of them could even defeat his weakest summon. Then the abyss descended upon the world. Demon gods appeared. Ancient monsters awakened. Even the gods themselves looked down upon humanity. But when humanity stood on the edge of extinction, one man stepped forward. Behind him stood an army powerful enough to shake heaven and earth. An army of death knights, ancient beasts, divine creatures, and beings powerful enough to rival gods. The world finally realized one terrifying truth. The strongest army was never an army. The strongest kingdom was never a kingdom. It was one summoner, and his summons. This is the story of Lin Xiao, the summoner who turned the weakest class into the strongest existence in the world. Week 1 8-hour video will be uploaded. All novels uploaded here are completed, so you will get a full story without searching or waiting. I have listened to the translated version on web, and there are no major problems with translation. If you want Chinese novel translated, give me the original name of the novel and I will respond to your request as soon as possible. Please make sure your request is on the latest video. If you hear this "u" sound in the novel, it means either question mark or some space is left, like getting materials or experience gained there more but not shown. If after a name is used and after there is silence, it means exclamation marks were used as in shock. I don't know if this will happen in recorded one, but it happened in web version. Chapter 153. Bai Yixue glanced at Wuxiang, who had fallen silent, then at Lin Xiao. When did this guy become so agreeable? I plan to destroy the sacrifice sites near Nansha City. Lin Xiao directly stated his idea. Destroying sacrifice sites? Everyone was stunned, only reacting after 2 or 3 seconds. Zhu Chodai exclaimed, "Are you crazy? There must be a large number of abyss monsters guarding it. Aren't you just going to your death?" Jiang Ningxue quickly said, "That's right, Lin Xiao. You don't even know the level and strength of the abyss monsters inside. It's too dangerous." Bai Yixue, the military chief, wouldn't let you get involved in such a dangerous incident. You're just throwing yourself into it. Don't you value your life? Wuxiang, "No, brother. What are you thinking? Going directly to raid someone else's lair with just a few of them, it was no different from going to their deaths." Lin Xiao knew they would react this way. After they had processed it, he said, "Actually, I've had this idea for a while. The sacrifice sites are not far from the 2 cities. If the sacrifice ritual is completed, who knows what will happen, so it must be stopped." "But there's no need," Bai Yixue persuaded. "Our levels are still low, and we still have room to grow. There's no need to push ourselves so hard, and the dangers inside are unknown. It's too risky. Actually, the abyss monsters inside aren't that high level. They're all abyss bosses around level 30 or 40. My spider prince went in to scout. There are just quite a lot of them, about 200, and half of them are bosses." The spider prince had been tracking and escorting the offerings of the abyss monsters and had long known the location of the sacrifice. And now that the abyssal demon wasn't there, it was the perfect opportunity to destroy the sacrifice site. Level 30 or 40 isn't high, and they're bosses. Zhu Chodai was stunned. She was only level 34, and even with all her strength, she could only kill one level 40 boss. Now there were over 100 bosses there. How could they fight them? No, brother, it's too dangerous. Even if you want to achieve great things, you don't have to go this far. Wu Xiang quickly waved his hand, feeling uneasy. Lin Xiao looked at them and said, I know there's danger, so I won't force you. I'll go. How can we manage without a healer? Jiang Ningxue was the first to speak. Although it was very dangerous, she trusted Lin Xiao. No, buddy. If we don't go with you, are you really planning to go alone?
Wu Xiang understood Lin Xiao's intention.
Lin Xiao nodded. Pretty much. Crazy. Are all Dragon Flame Abyss squad captains this crazy? Zhu Chodai found it hard to believe. Only he is crazy, Bai Yixue said indifferently. Lin Xiao smiled slightly. So, are you coming along? The reason Lin Xiao was taking such a risk was because he coveted the Abyss bosses in the Sacrifice Land. If he devoured all these Abyss bosses, he would surely gain several levels. He was also preparing to enter the Tower of Heaven. Although the God of Destiny had a way to send him to the 95th floor, if his level was too low, there would still be danger. Therefore, increasing his level as much as possible was the only thing he could do. Moreover, such a good opportunity to level up would only come once. It would never happen again. It was dangerous, but worth a shot. So, are you coming along? Lin Xiao asked again. Bai Yixue looked into Lin Xiao's eyes. Then, after a moment of silence, said, Yes. Lin Xiao smiled slightly. See, you're also a lunatic. I just don't want to fall too far behind you, Bai Yixue said indifferently. Damn it, if you're going crazy, I'll go crazy with you. I'm coming too. Wu Xiang seemed to have made a huge decision. After this is over, let alone being an elite member, I'll definitely get a captain position. If I don't, I'll directly confront him. Zhu Chodai was still hesitant, voicing her concerns. Is this really okay? We don't have a guardian class to tank damage, and there's only one healer. I'm afraid she won't even be able to keep up with the healing. My class has priest skills, and Ningxue's talent can turn single target healing into area of effect healing, which should be enough. As for a guardian, Bai Yixue glanced at Lin Xiao and continued, he definitely has summoned beasts that can tank damage, so you don't need to worry about that. He definitely has summoned beasts that can tank damage, so you don't need to worry about that. Then, let's give it a try, Zhu Chodai said, forcing herself. She recalled barely escaping the sacrifice site in West City with her life, being chased all the way here, and now she was about to enter the tiger's den again. When she heard herself agree to go, she felt like she must be crazy. Leaving Nansha City again with the route planned by the Spider Prince, they easily found the location of the sacrifice site. When she heard herself agree to go, she felt like she must be crazy. Leaving Nansha City again with the route planned by the Spider Prince, they easily found the location of the sacrifice site. By the way, there's something I'm curious about? On the way, Bai Yixue suddenly asked. What is it? Why do I feel that Wu Xiang's attitude towards you is different from his attitude towards others? She had teamed up with Wu Xiang once or twice and knew his personality. But she noticed that Wu Xiang was more respectful towards Lin Xiao, acting as if Lin Xiao was his elder brother, and he would charge wherever Lin Xiao pointed. Oh, it's probably because I lent him equipment. Lin Xiao scratched his face and said, Lent equipment? Bai Yixue was even more confused. Could lending equipment cause such a big change in his attitude towards you? What equipment did you lend him? Bai Yixue asked curiously. Epic grade equipment. Epic grade equipment. Even though epic grade equipment was rare, it wasn't that extreme. People like them usually had 1 or 2 pieces. A set. What? Bai Yixue was stunned, and it took her a while to understand what Lin Xiao meant by a set. You lent him a set of epic grade equipment? You must be joking. This person must be an idiot, having a set of epic grade equipment but not wearing it himself, instead giving it to someone else. Bai Yixue's voice was loud, and Jiang Ningxue and the others heard it. A set of epic grade equipment? Jiang Ningxue and Zhu Chodai both looked at Lin Xiao. Before Lin Xiao could speak, Wu Xiang burst out laughing. Ha ha ha! That's right. It's a set of epic-grade equipment, the Heavenly Disaster Set. Aren't you envious? You can't be envious. Lin Xiao and I are sworn brothers, that's why he lent it to me. Why don't you offer yourself to him? And I'll put in a good word for you. Oh no, you can't. Lin Xiao already has a sister-in-law. Jiang Ningxue didn't immediately respond to Wu Xiang, but instead looked at Lin Xiao in shock. You really have a set of epic-grade equipment? Lin Xiao nodded. I got it not long ago. You're a healer, so it's not suitable for you. I lent it to Wu Xiang because he was almost done for when I met him, and there were 2 abyss bosses present. That was called feigning weakness, not being done for. Wu Xiang tried to argue. Bai Yixue still couldn't understand why he would lend a set of epic-grade equipment to someone else instead of wearing it himself. Wait. If he's so generous to lend it to someone else, does that mean he has another set of epic-grade equipment? Otherwise, it would be impossible to lend it out. You have another set of epic-grade equipment? Bai Yixue's question immediately drew everyone's attention. Lin Xiao glanced at them, blinked, and said nothing. P.S. I'm out of inspiration, so I'm collecting interesting talents and summoned beasts. I'll adopt suitable ones. Thank you, everyone. Chapter 154. Silence means consent. Lin Xiao also has an epic-grade set of equipment that's even more powerful than the Heavenly Disaster Set. What kind of monster is this? It has 2 sets of epic-grade equipment. This is insane. When did epic sets become so commonplace? Seeing the shocked expressions on everyone's faces, Lin Xiao knew without even looking that they had imagined a lot, and said helplessly, "It's not that exaggerated. I only have this 1 set of epic-grade equipment, the Heavenly Calamity Set. I don't have a second set." Then why don't you dress yourself? Zhu Qiudai pressed for an answer. The others also looked at Lin Xiao with an expression that seemed to say, "Don't take me for a fool," waiting for his answer. My level wasn't high enough. The Heavenly Disaster Set requires level 35. At that time, the situation was urgent, so I temporarily lent it to Wu Xiang. Lin Xiao looked at Wu Xiang, signaling him to explain. Wu Xiang realized what was happening, scratched his head, and smiled. It seems so. The Heavenly Disaster Set does require level 35 to wear. It turns out the level wasn't high enough. The others breathed a sigh of relief, thinking that Lin Xiao was really so outrageous as to have 2 sets of epic-grade equipment. However, they also admired Lin Xiao's generosity for lending such valuable equipment to others. Even if your level isn't high enough, probably not many people would be willing to lend out a whole set of epic-grade equipment. Wrong. Bai Yixue shouted, drawing attention. She looked at Lin Xiao and asked, "Where did you get equipment that's only for level 35? Can you even fight dungeons that are level 35 or higher?" Yes. Level 35 equipment can only be dropped by monsters that are at least level 35. All eyes turned to Lin Xiao again. Even Wu Xiang was very curious, as he had never thought of this before. Lin Xiao looked at Bai Yixue helplessly. "Are you going to expose all my secrets?" Bai Yixue was embarrassed, but she really wanted to know. This Heavenly Calamity Set was obtained by farming in King's Ruins. King's Ruins. Wu Xiang murmured, then realized what he meant and exclaimed, "It really is true. Every piece of equipment corresponds to a monster inside. Holy crap. There's epic-grade equipment there. Why didn't I see a single piece when I was refreshing? Am I just incredibly unlucky? It is only after the formless that we come to know." He also went to King's Ruins, since that dungeon only has bosses and offers a lot of experience, making it a great place to level up. But he had never heard of any epic-grade equipment there. Lin Xiao, I'm playing on nightmare level difficulty. You can get it if you play it a little longer. Nightmare level? Bai Yixue and Wu Xiang were shocked and spoke in unison. No wonder, so it can only be farmed in nightmare level. Wait, the group called for us to come to the west, and you didn't even say a word. You weren't just farming dungeons there, were you? Lin Xiao nodded. Yes, at that time we were still missing 1 or 2 items, and they just wouldn't come out no matter what, so it took a little longer. My God! Wu Xiang was shocked. Bai Yixue fell silent. What does it mean to keep grinding King's Ruins, Nightmare level difficulty. There are very few teams that can beat this dungeon. Lin Xiao can solo it and he can solo it back and forth. Is Nightmare level dungeon no different from a regular dungeon for him? And he entered King's Ruins around level 25. Still Nightmare difficulty. Thinking back to his suggestion to destroy the sacrifice location, it's not just a spur-of-the-moment decision. He probably actually owns that location and plans to do it all by himself. Is the difference really that big? Bai Yixue murmured in a voice only he could hear. She thought she would catch up with him soon, but she didn't expect that she couldn't even see his back. No, not even his back. She doubted her ability to complete the King's Ruins Nightmare level alone. My God! Is this the strength of the Dragon Abyss team leader? Soloing Nightmare level? Dungeon is like drinking water. Zhu Qiudai was shocked, witnessing the captain's strength for the first time. She didn't know how strong the captain was before, but now she does. Nightmare level in their eyes. Dungeon is the same as a regular dungeon. No wonder they dared to destroy the sacrifice location. They really do have that kind of capability. Zhu Qiudai clenched her fists. If one captain is this strong, then with two this time it's a sure thing. We arrived at the entrance to the sacrifice location, which was the entrance to a dungeon. It's inside. The terrain inside is a bit complicated, and there are quite a few abyssal trolls on guard. Be careful when you go in. Lin Xiao reminded him. Spider Prince had already scouted the area beforehand and had a basic understanding of the situation inside dungeon. Wu Xiang. All right, lead the way. Lin Xiao nodded, but stopped just as he was about to act. Everyone looked at him in confusion as he took out a special coin and tossed it into the air. Clap, clap, clap. 3 bolts of lightning struck him. Everyone was shocked and puzzled, except for Jiang Ningxue, wondering what Lin Xiao was doing. They also discovered that the lightning strikes were incredibly powerful, taking away 90% of Lin Xiao's health in just 3 strikes. While receiving treatment from Jiang Ningxue, Lin Xiao quietly put the coins away. He then explained in a serious tone. These are lucky coins. 3 consecutive lightning strikes mean we're lucky to have made it back alive. Jiang Ningxue, a serious lie. When she met Lin Xiao, she learned about the coin's power. Flipping the coin now is so that coin of destiny will go crazy later. Is being struck by lightning considered lucky? I see you're losing health. Zhu Qiudai couldn't help but ask. Of course I would lie to you. At that moment, a notification sound suddenly rang out. Congratulations. You have reached level 33. It's been upgraded again. That's great, there was even a small boost before going in. Lin Xiao secretly gave Death Knight a thumbs up, then froze on the spot for the next second. Death Knight achieves 10,000 kills within 10 minutes, advancing from S-rank talent, killing intent fluctuation, to SS rank talent, Death Ripple. Death Knight achieves 10,000 kills in 10 minutes, advancing from S-rank talent, Death Siphon, to SS rank talent, Soul Siphon. The talent leveled up automatically? Lin Xiao was shocked. This was the first time he had ever encountered such a situation. He thought that only he could help the talent advance to the next level. But unexpectedly, Death Knight's talent was automatically advanced to SSS level. Is it because certain conditions have been met? Killing 10,000 enemies in 10 minutes is terrifying. What happened to Death Knight? Lin Xiao sensed that Death Knight was no longer in Shanyuan City and had gone somewhere else. After all, he wasn't very familiar with the West. Your summoned beast has successfully leveled up through its own efforts, earning you the achievement, self-reliance, and strength. Self-reliance and self-improvement. Death Knight stat gains are doubled when leveling up. Double the upgrade attributes? That's good, but it's only limited to Death Knight. It would be even better if other summoned beasts could enjoy this effect. Then, Lin Xiao looked at the new talent after the upgrade. Chapter 155, Death Ripple. Forms a special ripple with the caster as a 50-meter radius, reducing enemies' maximum HP by 10% per second within the area. Fixed damage value 2000 * level. Soul Siphon. After killing an enemy, Gain 60% of their full attributes for 180 seconds. Alright, not only has the talent range doubled, but the damage has also increased by 10%. This is simply too powerful. And Soul Siphon, the attribute absorption has increased to 60%, and the duration has been extended. Although Death Siphon upgraded to Soul Siphon, increasing the attribute absorption by 10%, the buff duration also significantly increased. It reached 3 minutes. Good, very good. Lin Xiao was very satisfied. The others didn't know why Lin Xiao stopped, occasionally letting out strange hee-hee laughs. Bai Yixue seemed to realize something and asked, "You leveled up?" Lin Xiao smiled. "Yes. But you were clearly here. How did you suddenly level up?" Zhu Chodai was shocked to hear that Lin Xiao had leveled up, as he was still right there. Before Lin Xiao could explain, Wu Xiang explained for him. He's a summoner. His summoned beasts are out there killing enemies. Zhu Chodai's eyes widened. Summoners can do that? Of course, you don't have to do anything, and experience just flows in. Isn't that great? Zhu Chodai nodded repeatedly. Automatic leveling, who wouldn't like that? Automatic experience is good, but it lacks combat experience, which is not advisable, Bai Yi said faintly. But he's a summoner. Bai Yixue immediately fell silent. Summoners rely on their summoned beasts. As long as the summoned beasts are strong, that's all that matters. Alright, no more idle chatter. Let's go in quickly. Lin Xiao quickly interrupted their conversation. Entering the dungeon, the map was not a forest, but a ruined city. The Spider Prince only knows the route. The abyss monsters along the way still need us to deal with them, and there are some abyss monsters hiding in the shadows. Be careful. Lin Xiao reminded them. This time, with the abyssal demon accompanying them, the Spider Prince didn't dare to get too close. He could only observe from afar and secretly note down the route to the ruins. Try to bypass the abyssal trolls stationed here. If we really can't bypass them, resolve them quickly and don't make too much noise so as not to attract the abyssal demon back. If the abyssal demon returns, none of us will escape. With the ruins as cover, Lin Xiao and the others easily bypassed the abyssal trolls in front. Master, bypass the abyssal troll ahead. You need to resolve it quickly. The Spider Prince's voice echoed in his mind. He was scouting for Lin Xiao's group from a distance, planning their route forward. We can't bypass the abyssal troll ahead, so let's fight quickly and try to kill it instantly. Lin Xiao quickly conveyed the Spider Prince's meaning to everyone. Captain Lin? Are you sure we can instantly kill an abyssal troll? Zhu Chodai, hiding behind the ruins, asked in shock. Then he looked at the abyssal troll gradually approaching. Abyssal troll. Level 35.
Constitution 340,000.
Strength 12,000. Intelligence 2,000. Agility 231. Magic 2,000. Spirit 457. Skills: Troll Bite, Whirlwind, Crushing Punch. He was 3 levels higher than the abyssal troll, but abyss monsters were generally much stronger than ordinary monsters. Even a level 40 professional couldn't guarantee a 100% victory. And these attributes, as long as it's not a level 40 boss, it's fine. Lin Xiao looked at the abyssal troll in front of him and then summoned the Snow Girl doll. Bai Yixue glanced at the Snow Girl doll and whispered, "Elf, chant blessing. Potential boost." Jiang Ningxue was a step slower. "Doll, quickly deal with him." Just as the abyssal troll was about to reach their position, the Snow Girl doll suddenly appeared. The abyssal troll was stunned. As it prepared to attack, it felt a blur before its eyes, and a large amount of wind and snow swept over, freezing it in no time. The ice block trembled violently, and the abyssal troll tried to break free, but the Snow Girl doll wouldn't give it the chance. Ice burst. Ice wind storm. Various skills were unleashed all at once. Combined with its own talent, the frozen abyssal troll instantly exploded, its entire body covered in frostbite marks. The next second, its massive body crashed to the ground. Successfully killed abyssal troll. Experience plus 30,000. Obtained troll fong. Material *10. It It really was instantly killed. Zhu Chodai stared at the snow girl doll with wide eyes. Is this the captain's strength? It's truly too powerful. Bai Yixue and Wuxiang put away their weapons. If Lin Xiao's snow girl doll hadn't instantly killed the abyssal troll, they would have immediately stepped in to finish it off. Let's go, bypass it and go that way. There aren't too many abyss monsters over there. Lin Xiao recalled the snow girl doll. The five continued forward. At this moment, a dilapidated red tower caught Zhu Chodai's attention. The tower had become a ruin, broken in half and discarded like scrap metal. This is the Scarlet Tower, Zhu Chodai exclaimed. You know it? Yes, I read about it in a book. Zhu Chodai nodded quickly, then swiftly scanned the buildings around the Scarlet Tower. Could this be Red City in the west? Red City. The four looked at Zhu Chodai. They were not very familiar with the situation in the west, so they naturally didn't know about Red City, let alone the Red City that had now become ruins. Yes, this is Red City. The book says that Red City was the most prosperous city in the west, and the Scarlet Tower was its symbol. But something happened, and Red City suddenly turned into ruins. Before people could react, the ruins simply vanished, and no one has seen them since. I never expected it to become a dungeon. Zhu Chodai was shocked. He never thought he would actually see Red City, which only existed in books, suddenly destroyed, then vanished. Lin Xiao rubbed his chin, thinking of the location of the sacrifice ritual. Could it be related to that? Now is not the time to talk about this. Let's hurry. We don't have much time. After Bai Yixue finished speaking, her body suddenly trembled, and she fiercely looked towards the ruined Scarlet Tower. Lin Xiao was curious about Bai Yixue's actions. What's wrong? There's something. Bai Yixue immediately became alert, her pupils changing color and emitting an elven glow. Is there something on that Scarlet Tower? Bai Yixue suddenly raised her bow and drew an arrow. Something? Lin Xiao looked over, but his abyssal eye showed no reaction. The arrow shot out, then exploded in mid-air, scattering shimmering light. At this moment, Lin Xiao's abyssal eye reacted. Chapter 156. A massive body gradually appeared, coiled around the Scarlet Tower, its posture enchanting, and its markings exceptionally vibrant. It seemed to have made the Scarlet Tower its nest. It was a manhwa giant python. The size was comparable to half the Scarlet Tower. Lin Xiao was shocked. An abyss monster was actually hidden there. But why didn't the abyssal eye react? Could its stealth method fool even the abyssal eye? He didn't know. But now was not the time to think about such things. The manhwa giant python before them was very strong. Manhwa giant python, abyss boss. Level 40, quality, legendary.
Constitution, 2.3 millions.
Strength, 30,000. Intelligence, 20,000. Agility, 546. Magic power, 9,000. Spirit, 547. Talent, Chameleon A. Skills, Death Strangle, Mandara Poison, Venomous Wind. To actually be able to detect my presence, it seems you all have some ability. The manhwa giant python slowly raised its body, looking down at Lin Xiao and the others from a dominant height. Its eyes flashed with malice, as if considering which one to strike first. If you hadn't discovered me, I could have pretended not to see you and let you pass, but since you have, I can only fulfill my duty. Bang! The manhwa giant python exerted force and leaped up. The Scarlet Tower it had been coiled around was twisted like a pretzel, showing the immense power it possessed. Watch out! Bai Yixue shouted loudly, casting a spirit's protection upon herself. Jiang Ningxue raised her staff and chanted, casting defensive magic. Under the S-rank talent Bountiful Multitude, everyone received an amplification effect. Zhu Chodai held the greatsword in front of her, standing at the very front of the team. Lacking a Guardian class member, she could only temporarily take on the role of absorbing damage for the team. Wuxiang leaped to the right side, the giant hammer in his hand poised to strike. His gaze was serious. Power continuously accumulated, ready to unleash a full-strength blow at any moment. The manluo giant python reached a spot 500 meters in front of Lin Xiao and the others. Whoosh! A powerful gust of wind struck, like a hurricane sweeping in, destroying everything in sight. But it wasn't a hurricane. It was the manluo giant python's tail. The gigantic tail swept across, and the area it covered was completely cleared, as if swept by a broom. Without using any skills, a single, unadorned sweep was enough to generate such terrifying power. Lin Xiao didn't hesitate at all, and immediately used summon, follow, to call the savage mechanical ox over. With such terrifying, pure strength, the snow girl doll and the nine-tailed demon fox probably couldn't block it. Bang! The savage mechanical ox had just been summoned when the giant tail fiercely struck its waist. Mechanical parts scattered everywhere, but fortunately, it wasn't snapped in half. The savage mechanical ox mobilized all its strength to stabilize its body, gripping the manluo giant python's massive tail tightly to prevent itself from being swept away. Roar! With an angry roar, the savage mechanical ox gripped the manluo giant python's giant tail with both hands, and actually managed to block it. Light of defense. Strength blessing.
Constitution enhancement.
Song of courage. Jiang Ningxue chanted rapidly, her staff shining brightly, continuously providing amplification to the savage mechanical ox. The effect, channeled through her talent, spread to everyone. The savage mechanical ox, which was about to collapse, was instantly filled with strength, as if given a powerful adrenaline shot. Whoosh! Wind and snow howled, the surrounding temperature dropped rapidly, and the ground formed layers of frost. As the manluo giant python attacked, the snow girl doll also made her move. Powerful frost energy gradually crept up its massive body. The nine-tailed demon fox appeared, her tails blooming like a lotus. The orb of deception in her hand shone brightly and spun, as Fox Fire and Fox Light launched an attack in coordination with the snow girl doll. With one cold and one hot attack, the manluo giant python found it hard to resist, and cracks began to appear. Bai Yixue wasn't idle either. Seeing that the savage mechanical ox had blocked the giant tail's attack, she immediately drew her bow and fired an arrow. Star Radiance Arrow. This strike condensed all her strength. When she shot this arrow, even she herself was greatly surprised, because the power had at least doubled compared to before. She knew this was the amplification effect from Jiang Ningxue, but she was still surprised when she shot the arrow. Wu Xiang initiated a charge, running swiftly up the manluo giant python's tail. His speed was incredibly fast, boosted by the heavenly wind walker boots. He leaped up, arriving in front of the manluo giant python. The giant hammer in his hand moved with his body, smashing fiercely toward the python. The manluo giant python's gaze narrowed, and it extended its neck to bite at him. Big snake! Grit your teeth! A head-on clash? He loved that. Bang! Crack! The massive roar was accompanied by the sound of shattering bone. The scales on the manluo giant python's crown were smashed to pieces, and even its skull was not spared, showing spiderweb cracks. Blood flowed down. The manluo giant python suddenly widened its eyes, and a strong sense of dizziness washed over it. After that one strike, Wu Xiang seemed to have exhausted all his strength and fell from the air. Fortunately, the snow girl doll acted quickly and caught him with wind and snow. Jiang Ningxue quickly treated him. He actually broke the manluo giant python's defense. Zhu Chodai was astonished, because the attacks from the two captains just now had only caused minor damage to the manluo giant python. But Wu Xiang's strike was actually able to injure the manluo giant python. Was his strength greater than that of the two captains? This is his talent, King of Destruction. It allows him to ignore defenses like armor and strike the enemy. Bai Yixue explained. King of Destruction. Zhu Chodai remembered when he destroyed the Nansha city wall. So that was it. No wonder he could break through such a sturdy city wall. Now is not the time for chatting. Lin Xiao reminded the two of them. Wu Xiang's attack was reckless. That strike was entirely a gamble. It was either kill or be killed. But he succeeded. He nearly shattered the manhwa giant python's skull. That area was the python's hardest point. No one would think of attacking there. But Wuxiang did exactly that, using his talent to successfully create an opportunity for them to quickly finish off the manhwa giant python. The skull was the hardest part of the body, but once broken, it would become the most fatal weakness. Blow up its brain. Roar. The manhwa giant python struggled to stand, fighting the dizziness from its shattered head. But the next second, it was stunned unconscious by Lin Xiao's evil dragon roar. It had never expected the few humans before it to be so fierce, unleashing powerful moves immediately. By the time it reacted, it was already at a disadvantage. After suffering Wuxiang's full-strength blow, it had no chance left. Only the fate of death awaited it. The nine-tailed demon fox, the snow girl doll, and the slime launched a joint attack. Bai Yixue held nothing back, continuously firing arrows at the manhwa giant python's head. Chapter 157. Bang! The head of the mandala giant python exploded like fireworks, and its massive, elongated body danced in midair like an out-of-control water hose, spraying blood continuously. A blood rain showered down on everyone, carrying a pungent stench. Successfully killed the mandala giant python. EXP plus 100,000. Obtained. Mandala snake skin *1, giant snake fong *2, abyss treasure chest *2. Since it was a joint kill, the EXP was not split equally but distributed according to contribution. However, Lin Xiao received the most. After all, with 4 summoned beasts outputting damage together, the total damage dealt couldn't be low.
You're so disgusting. So smelly.
Zhu Chodai wiped the blood that had landed on her face with disgust. Now is not the time to talk about this. The commotion just now must have attracted the attention of abyss monsters. We need to leave here immediately. After speaking, Lin Xiao quickly contacted the Spider Prince. Yes, Master. Quite a few abyss monsters are heading your way. The number is about 50. Among them are 4 abyss boss. The Spider Prince paused for a moment, then added, Apologies, Master. This was my dereliction of duty. I failed to discover that an abyss boss was hiding here, almost causing you, Master, to fall into danger and leading to our infiltration being discovered early. Lin Xiao shook his head. It's not your fault. Even I didn't notice it. Now is not the time for this. Plan a route for me to temporarily avoid those approaching abyss monsters. Although he treated this place as a source of EXP, facing so many abyss monsters at once was still quite stressful. Furthermore, the main task was to destroy the sacrifice, and then come back to clear out the abyss monsters here. I can feel it. Quite a few abyss monsters are rushing towards us, Wuxiang said hurriedly. Do you even need to feel it? The earthquake is so severe. Jiang Ningxue looked at Lin Xiao. Are we going back? Being discovered before they had even penetrated very far. Returning immediately was obviously the most reasonable choice. Lin Xiao shook his head. No. Continue moving forward. Still continuing forward? We'll be surrounded if we do that. Zhu Chodai was shocked that Captain Lin was so daring. Insisting on going deeper even after being discovered, could it be that his strength was already enough to contend with so many abyss monsters? And there was an abyss boss among them. So what if we're discovered? It's not like all the abyss monsters are coming to besiege us. They'll definitely leave some behind to guard the sacrifice. My summoned beast sent back information from the front. Only 50 abyss monsters are coming to besiege us, and there are only 3 boss. Only? Zhu Chodai stared wide-eyed. Was he complaining that the number was small? But she also understood that if they went back in this situation, it would become incredibly difficult to come in again. Go this way, temporarily avoid engaging with them. I will have the slime and the others distract some of the abyss monsters, which will allow us to easily dodge some of them. Time waits for no one. Lin Xiao and the others immediately took action. By the time the abyss monsters arrived, Lin Xiao's figure was long gone. Lord Mandala was actually killed? The humans who came in this time are actually this powerful. A sharp-toothed, mantis-shaped abyss monster looked at the headless snake corpse in shock. The mandala giant python was usually lazy and unwilling to deal with matters, but they hadn't expected it to die at the hands of humans, and it hadn't even lasted long. Boom! At this moment, a huge roar came from the distance. A mushroom cloud slowly rose into the sky, and a scorching shockwave struck, making them feel a wave of intense heat as it swept over their bodies. This is a human mage's forbidden curse. Is it a class awakening user? The Abyss Mantis was shocked. Do we need to report this to Lord Goathead? A giant bear with a huge star mark imprinted on its chest asked. Star Bear, do you want to die? The Abyss Mantis asked with a cold face. If discovered by Lord Goathead that they hadn't guarded this place well, the only result awaiting them would be one thing: death. There would be no second possibility. But we are no match for a class awakening user, Star Bear said truthfully. A forbidden curse, even for a human who has completed class awakening. After releasing it once, they cannot release it a second time for a very long time. We still have a chance. Murderous intent flashed in the mantis's eyes. But there won't just be one awakened mage. Humans like to cooperate with each other. Such a powerful mage here must have corresponding protection. I know, but currently the human front line is tight. It's impossible to send so many powerhouses here. If we can kill that mage, we can still give an explanation to Lord Goathead. Besides, we have so many people. Star Bear, then what if? There are no what ifs, the Abyss Mantis scolded angrily. If there are, at worst it's just death. Dying at the hands of humans versus dying at the hands of Lord Goathead. Which one do you want to choose? Let's go. A group of abyss monsters rushed quickly towards the place where the explosion had just occurred. Master, the brains of that group of abyss monsters are not as sharp as expected. They have all gone over. Lin Xiao nodded. I can feel the tremors in the ground gradually moving away from us. That's even better. Successfully killed the mud blob monster. EXP plus 60,000. Obtained. Disgusting silt *10. Hard silt *10. Rotten silt *10. What the heck? Lin Xiao was stunned for a moment before realizing that it was the slime and the others who had killed the abyss monsters. But what on earth were the dropped items? Mud? With no mind to check, Lin Xiao immediately contacted the Goblin King. Are you still in Shanyuan City? Is there a battle? Hurry up and summon me over. I'm bored to death here. You called that big ox but didn't call me. The Goblin King temporarily put away his arrogance. Just a short while ago, the savage mechanical ox had been called away, but he alone had not been called. He felt that he had fallen out of favor. Yes. Lin Xiao briefly explained the situation to the Goblin King. No problem. I guarantee I'll lure those abyss monsters away. The Goblin King patted his chest in assurance. Shanyuan City was temporarily safe, so there was no need for the Goblin King to remain there. Subsequently, Lin Xiao contacted the Lucky Spirit again. The battle there had not yet ended. The dungeon boss was even more troublesome than expected. Where are you right now? Can you get away? Lin Xiao contacted the Death Knight, but could feel that he was in battle. If Master needs me, you can summon me at any time. The Death Knight's deep voice came through. He then asked the humans nearby to confirm where he was before replying, I am in a dungeon in Desert City. After solving the boss in the dungeon a short while ago, I was teleported here. Lin Xiao was somewhat surprised and asked, Are there other professionals with you? Yes, not long after being teleported here, I encountered them. I am currently planning to clear the dungeon and take them out of here. Good, be careful. Lin Xiao disconnected the contact with the Death Knight. Currently, the only one who could come over at any time was the Goblin King. But that was enough. Chapter 158. The commotion attracted even more abyss monsters, and some abyss monsters guarding Lin Xiao's original path also rushed toward where the battle had broken out. Slaughter is the nature of abyss monsters. Only the strong can deter them, force them into submission, and make them obey your commands. But now that the abyssal demon sheephead is not here, these mindless abyss monsters are naturally driven by instinct, yet they still obey the commands of the abyss boss. Because their level is higher and their strength is greater. Survival of the fittest is the same everywhere. Summoners are truly convenient to be able to lure away so many abyss monsters in one go. Wu Xiang couldn't help but exclaim. After witnessing Lin Xiao's strength and capabilities, he felt that the summoner was indeed a very powerful class. Bai Yixue glanced at Lin Xiao and said lightly, "Dividing the abyss monster group like this, he's probably the only one who can do it." Lin Xiao just smiled. This was indeed the case. To successfully divide the abyss monster horde, the summoned beasts must be powerful. Once surrounded, only death awaits the summoned beasts. How much further is the sacrifice location? Lin Xiao asked the Spider Prince. Not far. It's in the temple up ahead. When the Spider Prince mentioned the location, he sounded somewhat uncertain, as he wasn't sure if it was truly a temple. Master, although your method was effective and lured away many abyss monsters and bosses, there are still 20 abyss bosses remaining at the sacrifice location. They seem unwilling to leave this place even one step. They must have received orders from that abyssal demon that no matter what happens, they must not leave. The Spider Prince stood far away, reporting the intelligence he could gather to his master. The opponents were powerful and he dared not get too close. 20 abyss bosses. That is a considerable force. Why would so many abyss bosses gather here? Lin Xiao couldn't figure it out, but now was not the time to ponder. It was the time to figure out how to solve the problem. When he relayed the news to everyone, Bai Yixue and the others immediately grew solemn. 20 abyss bosses. Can we really handle them? Zhu Chudai's voice trembled slightly. It was impossible for anyone not to be afraid upon hearing this. Bai Yixue said, "Although 20 abyss bosses are many, our main goal isn't to kill the abyss bosses, but to destroy the sacrifice ritual." Jiang Ningxue spoke up, "But there's a problem. We don't even know what the sacrifice ritual looks like, so we don't know how to destroy it." They only knew the sacrifice location was here, but they didn't know how the operation worked. The known intelligence was very scarce. We can attract the attention of these abyss bosses and let the Spider Prince sneak in quickly to investigate, giving us a good direction for attack. Lin Xiao stated his idea. It seems this is the only way. Bai Yixue felt it was feasible. After all, a frontal assault would never succeed. They could handle fighting a single abyss boss, but facing so many at once, they would be completely defenseless. But there's another issue. After our first attack, once the Spider Prince confirms the direction, should we retreat or attack in that direction together? If we retreat, they will certainly be prepared, and attacking again will become incredibly difficult. Wu Xiang reminded them. The first time allows for surprise and seizing the initiative, but attempting it again would be unlikely to achieve the same effect. They probably already knew someone had entered. They just didn't expect us to arrive here so quickly. Lin Xiao spoke, pausing for a moment before saying, "Soon, I will have my summoned beasts initiate the attack. You must seize the opportunity and kill as many as possible. Afterward, wait for the Spider Prince's information and follow my command." Understood. Everyone agreed. They quickly closed the distance, while simultaneously having Slime and the others lure the abyss monsters farther away to buy more time. Once the time was right, Lin Xiao immediately activated the skill summon, Follow to recall Slime. The talent Price of Blood is triggered, consuming 100,000 HP to increase Slime's magic power limit and recovery speed. This was the first time Lin Xiao had used this talent since entering this place. Price of Blood is useful, but it has a fatal flaw. Life cannot be restored through external means, only through self-recovery. Slime's magic power instantly recovered, and it felt strength surge through its entire body. Use a Forbidden Curse, one with great power and a large area of effect. Slime had too many Forbidden Curse spells, and Lin Xiao wasn't sure which one had the greatest power and range, so he could only let Slime decide for itself. Slime nodded and immediately began preparing the Forbidden Curse. Just then, Lin Xiao recalled the Snow Girl doll and the Nine-Tailed Demon Fox. Use large area skills to buy time for Slime, Lin Xiao said quickly. Although Slime possessed the quick casting talent, the effect of the talent wasn't very significant for Forbidden Curses. The Snow Girl doll and the nine-tailed demon fox understood immediately and instantly appeared in front of the group of abyss bosses. Who is it? They got here so fast? Are those fools unevolved monkeys? They were tricked so badly, they don't even know people have already run all the way here. The group of abyss bosses was startled. After cursing a few times, they immediately launched a counterattack. But the next second, a massive ice tornado descended fiercely, and the powerful frost energy instantly froze the group of abyss bosses. Although some bosses had strong resistance and immediately broke free after being frozen, an even stronger frost energy struck the next second, freezing and splitting the void. Hell Ice Gale. As the Snow Girl doll's cold voice rang out, the surrounding temperature instantly dropped, as if the season had changed. Ice Soul Heart Ice Gods favor Frozen Heart Extreme Freezing. 3 S-rank talents and 1 A-rank talent allowed the Snow Girl doll's freezing power to reach an extremely terrifying level. Dozens of ice sculptures instantly appeared below. The nine-tailed demon fox looked at the Snow Girl doll in shock. She knew the other party was strong, but she never expected her to be this strong. She was able to control so many abyss bosses in one breath, and some who couldn't withstand it were already close to the kill line. The nine-tailed demon fox no longer hesitated and immediately attacked, targeting the abyss bosses that were immune to freezing. Although they were immune to freezing, they still had to take all the damage. Charm! Before the few unfrozen abyss bosses could react, the nine-tailed demon fox immediately unleashed crowd control, while simultaneously whipping her tail and launching fox fire to finish off the weaker abyss bosses. Bai Yixue and the others nearby were stunned, their faces completely dumbfounded. The Snow Girl doll is actually this powerful now? She froze almost all the abyss bosses in one move, and the skill's range was unbelievably huge. While they were still in shock, Slime made its move. Chapter 159. The sky suddenly darkened. Then a flash of fire appeared, illuminating the night sky. This cluster of flames seemed like the kindling of this world. Fire. No, to be precise, it was a tiny spark. The tiny sparks fell like raindrops. The surrounding space twisted, whether due to the temperature of the sparks or because space was intentionally avoiding them. This is a forbidden curse? It doesn't look like much. Lin Xiao looked at the gradually descending sparks, a huge question mark appearing in his heart. The abyssal eye acquired the information. Forbidden curse, world-ending primordial fire. Concentrates a large amount of fire elemental power, possesses terrifying explosive force, and can destroy everything in the world. There was only a description without much detail on the damage. Ding! The tiny spark landed on the ground with a chime. The next second, boom! The flames instantly erupted. The moment everyone saw the fire, their ears seemed to go deaf, hearing no sound until 2 or 3 seconds later when the boom finally registered. Following that was a raging inferno. It was an unprecedented blaze, larger than anything they had ever seen, seemingly powerful enough to burn through the entire dungeon. Powerful, scorching heat waves rushed forward, instantly pushing everyone back several hundred meters. Bai Yixue watched the massive fire in shock, the firelight reflected in her pupils, the astonishment on her face indescribable. Suddenly, her arm was violently yanked backward. Before she could react, she heard Lin Xiao roar at her. "What are you staring at? Run!" Bai Yixue shuddered, only then realizing the massive fire was rushing toward her. The Snow Girl doll covered the rear, continuously releasing ice and snow power to mitigate the damage caused by the residual flames to her master. "I overdid it." Lin Xiao ran while sweating profusely from his forehead. He had asked the slime to unleash its strongest forbidden curse, but he hadn't expected the strongest forbidden curse to be this powerful. It felt like that entire area was about to melt. Oh my god! What kind of magic is this? I feel like my butt is about to catch fire. Wu Xiang ran backward desperately, terrified that the flames would catch him. He felt that if he slowed down for even a second, his entire body would ignite. The nine-tailed demon fox carried Lin Xiao and Jiang Ningxue, fleeing the area at top speed. Bai Yixue and Zhu Chodai were wrapped up in her tail. There was no room left to sit. Hey, hey, hey! Take me with you. 2 legs can't outrun 4 legs. Whoa! It's burning over here. Wuxiang felt his back was already on fire. Whoosh! A chilling wind blew up. The snow girl doll cast an ice wind toward Wuxiang to rapidly cool him down, using the ice wind to carry him away quickly. Phew, that's cool. But why do I feel so dizzy? They ran a great distance until Lin Xiao no longer felt the scorching heat on his back. Only then did he tell the 9-tailed demon fox to stop. Looking back at the lava purgatory behind them, everyone was filled with lingering fear. If they hadn't run fast enough, they probably would have been burned to ashes, adding an insignificant seasoning to the magma. Do we still need to take action? Zhu Chodai swallowed and couldn't help but ask. Given this situation, she feared all the abyss bosses inside must be dead. Successfully killed the unrepentant Mad Owl, Abyss Boss. EXP plus 300,000. Successfully killed the bewildering Demon Tree, Abyss Boss. EXP plus 400,000. Successfully killed the demonic Sky Ant, Abyss Boss. EXP plus 30,000. Congratulations, your level has increased to level 34. Congratulations, your level has increased to level 35. A series of level-up notifications scrolled across the screen, and Lin Xiao instantly rose 2 levels. He counted the dead abyss bosses. Although the slime's forbidden curse was incredibly powerful, the abyss bosses were not to be trifled with. Some were bound to survive. They aren't all dead. There are still about 4 or 5 left, but they should be critically wounded. Lin Xiao answered Zhu Chodai's question. Upon hearing this, Wuxiang instantly became agitated. Holy crap, you killed over a dozen abyss bosses in one go? Are you serious? Those were abyss bosses above level 40. Lin Xiao scratched his face and said, they happened to be clustered together. If they had been spread out, I probably wouldn't have been able to kill so many. Now is not the time to talk about this. Hurry up and go inside to see if the sacrifice location has been destroyed, Lin Xiao quickly said. Now is the time to talk about this, Wuxiang said emphatically. Baishue couldn't help but look at Lin Xiao as well. She thought she had a rough understanding of Lin Xiao's strength, but realized she had still underestimated him. Every time he managed to shock her. Lin Xiao, actually, you didn't need us to accompany you. You could have handled it alone, right? It feels like we just came along to be extraneous. We didn't help lure the abyss monsters away, we didn't help with crowd control, and we didn't help with damage output. Did you just bring us here to watch you show off? Huh. I can't believe you show off even more than Qin Chuan. I really can't take it anymore. Wuxiang vented his complaints. Listening to Wuxiang, Zhu Chodai realized it seemed to be true. Their presence felt somewhat like a backdrop. But she had to admit, the captain's strength was truly immense. Lin Xiao. He silently glanced at Wuxiang and said, give me back my equipment. Dad, I was wrong. It was just a slip of the tongue. Wuxiang immediately dropped to his knees in a slide. Lin Xiao, Zhang Ningxue, Bai Yixue, Zhu Chodai. Your integrity is shattered all over the floor. Hey. After everyone was speechless for a moment, Lin Xiao spoke. The situation at the sacrifice location is unknown, and bringing you along was for safety. As for the scene before us, honestly, I didn't know the slime had such a powerful forbidden curse. If you had known earlier, you would have just come alone, right? Wuxiang interrupted Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao shot Wuxiang a look. The latter immediately shut up, allowing Lin Xiao to finish his sentence. If I had known earlier, I should have lured the abyss monsters over here and wiped them all out at once. You don't even know the skills of your own summoned beast? Baishue was curious. Ah! Lin Xiao scratched his head. The slime is quite special and has a lot of skills. I haven't had time to look through them all. Baishue glanced at Lin Xiao. They aren't all forbidden curses, are they? Lin Xiao. Let's hurry inside. The abyss monsters will be coming soon. Nansha City. Beneath the unfinished building. A flash of sword light passed by, and the abyssal demon's goat-like head was instantly sliced into thin pieces. Everything happened so suddenly. It died before it even had time to react. Even though you are a city located in the rear, your defense work is too poor. How could you let an abyssal demon infiltrate? Yao Tianyi sheathed his sword and looked coldly at the division commander stationed there. Yes, my work was insufficient. I didn't expect an abyssal demon to be able to sneak into. Never mind that. Where is Lin Xiao? Since the matter was resolved, Yao Tianyi didn't press further. This wasn't his concern. Someone else would handle the accountability later. After learning that Nansha City had an abyssal demon, he rushed over immediately, primarily concerned about Lin Xiao's safety. Knowing the exact location of the abyssal demon, Yao Tianyi directly attacked and eliminated it. The division commander stationed in Nansha City rushed over only after hearing the commotion. When he realized what had happened, he was completely stunned. An abyssal demon? How could there be an abyssal demon here? But seeing the sword saint appear there confirmed that there truly was an abyssal demon. Hearing Yao Tianyi's question, the division commander's mind went blank. Lin Xiao? None of our soldiers are named Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao had only been in Nansha City for a short time, so it was normal for him not to know. But he didn't dwell on it and immediately ordered his subordinates. Go find Lin Xiao and bring him to me immediately. I know about Lin Xiao. Tang Qi, who was in charge of logistics, raised his hand and then explained what he knew. Why didn't you report such a major incident to me? Do you want me to fire you? The division commander angrily kicked him. Seeing that they were about to argue, Yao Tianyi quickly stopped them. I want to know where Lin Xiao went. Tang Qi quickly shook his head. I don't know that. Because the front line was tense and this situation occurred in the rear, plus Lin Xiao is the captain of the Dragon Flame Abyss Squad. I entrusted the investigation to him. I'll go look now. I should be able to find him. 20 minutes later, Tang Qi brought Zhao Lu and Guiyu over. I couldn't find Lin Xiao, but these two were with him previously. From them, I learned that Lin Xiao had already left Nansha City and seemed to have gone to some sacrifice location. Tang Qi quickly reported. What did you say? Chapter 160, A Scorched Earth. There were no traces of a city left, as if this place had been hit by a supernuclear bomb, and in fact it was pretty close. When Lin Xiao and the others stepped into this place again, although the temperature was still very high, with the help of the Snow Girl doll to cool it down, it wasn't too uncomfortable. Be careful. There are still living abyss bosses. As soon as Lin Xiao finished his reminder, he saw a fiery demon crawl out of the scorched earth, its body barely intact. Nine-tailed demon fox. Lin Xiao was about to speak when Wuxiang forcefully interrupted him. These remnants don't need captains, sir. To deal with them, let us team members handle them. Let us get some experience too. You've hogged all the money. Lin Xiao. All right. Anyway, most of the experience was going to him. While Wuxiang and the others dealt with the remaining abyss bosses, Lin Xiao immediately asked the Spider Prince about the sacrifice location. Reporting to Master, the sacrifice location seems to have been mostly destroyed. If such an outrageous forbidden curse could still leave it intact, that would be too terrifying. So the mission is complete? No, Master. Although the sacrifice location has been destroyed, the sacrifice altar is still there. That temple was just a disguise to cover the altar. Good, show me the way. I'll go there now. 5 minutes later, all remaining abyss bosses were dealt with. Lin Xiao headed towards the sacrifice altar according to the direction pointed out by the Spider Prince. Deep inside, upon arriving at the sacrifice site, everyone was shocked by the scene before them. A huge pit, filled with a large number of human corpses. Lin Xiao, are you sure this is the sacrifice site? Why, I feel like this is more like a pit of 10,000 corpses. Zhu Chodai's face was pale. Bai Yixue and the others also looked unwell. They knew that abyss monsters were inherently brutal, but they didn't expect. They had still thought too highly of them. Wuxiang gritted his teeth. These beasts. Jiang Ningxue raised her staff, then silently lowered it. Her eyes filled with endless sorrow. If only I could learn the resurrection spell. Lin Xiao and the others observed a minute of silence for them. After the moment of silence, the Spider Prince appeared beside Lin Xiao. The danger here had been lifted, so he naturally didn't need to hide in the dark to observe. Lin Xiao looked at the spider prince and asked, "This is the altar you spoke of, but it just looks like a deep pit." The spider prince swept away the dirt at his feet and explained, "Master, you are already standing on the edge of the altar." Lin Xiao looked down and realized that he wasn't stepping on soil, but rather a structure covered by thick dust. After clearing away the dust, Lin Xiao finally saw part of the altar's appearance. "Is this really an altar? Why does it feel like a big pot?" Bai Yishue frowned. Wu Xiang said with certainty, "No need to feel, it is." Lin Xiao frowned, looking at the partial patterns under his feet. The abyssal I didn't provide any information, but perhaps it was because the access range was too small. "Clear away this dirt and see what kind of altar it is, and record it," Lin Xiao said. "Okay." Everyone began to move. At this moment, a violent tremor came from the ground behind them. The diverted abyss monsters and a small portion of abyss bosses had returned. "They're back," Zhu Chodai said nervously. Wu Xiang said confidently, "So what if they're back? Do you think they're stronger than our captain?" "Oh, that's right," Zhu Chodai then realized. So many abyss bosses had been eliminated, so why fear these abyss monsters and scattered bosses? Let the nine-tailed demon fox and the snow girl doll handle it. As for the slime, forget it. If it throws another forbidden curse that big, it might also perish here. Soon, most of the dirt was cleared away, and the patterns on the altar gradually became visible. The abyssal eye reacted, but its reaction was somewhat different from usual. Partial unknown patterns. "Please wait. Is it searching?" Lin Xiao was very surprised. However, thinking about it, this was possible because there wasn't just one sacrifice location. Perhaps other places also had similar sacrifice altars. For example, the sacrifice location discovered by Zhu Chodai. Lin Xiao looked at Zhu Chodai and asked, "Do you recognize this? Could it be related to the sudden destruction and disappearance of Red City?" The city in the dungeon was once a city in the western region. From Zhu Chodai, he learned that this city was suddenly destroyed for unknown reasons and then disappeared. Now that a sacrifice altar was found here, and the abyssal demons were very concerned about this place, perhaps there was some connection. Zhu Chodai looked at the patterns under her feet, a strange expression on her face. After pondering for a moment, she said, "This looks a bit like the wishing well in the Red City Temple. I haven't actually seen the real thing, but books describe it to some extent. It's said that the temple's wishing well was very effective, and it was popular for a while, with many internet celebrities coming here to check in." Wu Xiang suddenly interjected, "How effective could it be? Could it be that someone wished to destroy the city, and then the city was gone?" Zhu Chodai wasn't sure, but she felt that such an outrageous thing shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't be possible, right? But the abyss is very interested in this place. "I don't know about that." At this moment, the abyssal eye reacted. Evil god altar, incomplete after sacrificing a certain amount of offerings. There is a chance to obtain residual power of the evil god. The more offerings sacrificed, the greater the chance. Lin Xiao. Evil god altar? This was actually an evil god altar. Speaking of evil god, Lin Xiao felt he had some connection to it. His mount, the evil dragon, had 4 pieces of its equipment on him. However, what concerned him more was the residual power of the evil god. Were the abyssal demons trying to obtain this power? The power of a god. Even if it was just residual, it was unimaginable. He absolutely could not let the abyssal demons succeed. Let's not discuss these meaningless topics. Now we should think about how to destroy the altar. Bai Yishue withdrew her bow and arrows and continued. "I just tested the altar's sturdiness, and it far exceeds our imagination. We probably can't destroy it with just us. And the people inside, shouldn't we rescue them first? Even though they are all dead, at least we can let them return to their roots." Jiang Ningxue looked at the pit of 10,000 corpses, a sense of powerlessness in her heart. "Let's find some help, but now there are wars everywhere in the West, so there probably aren't many people who can help us deal with this," Zhu Chodai said. While dealing with corpses was important compared to survival, the former was somewhat insignificant. Do you think this altar might suddenly activate? Wuxiang stared at the patterns under his feet and suddenly asked. As soon as his voice fell, the patterns suddenly emitted light. Activate! Zhu Chodai exclaimed in surprise. Jiang Ningxue, you jinx! I just said it casually, who knew it would really activate? Wuxiang swore in his heart that he would never speak carelessly again. What are you still wasting time for? Hurry and run. Do you want to be sacrificed? Bai Yixue shouted. Jiang Ningxue and the others reacted and quickly retreated from the altar. At this moment, Jiang Ningxue noticed that Lin Xiao was still standing there motionless and anxiously shouted, Lin Xiao, run! Instantly, a burst of light erupted, covering everyone.